Hello YouTube, welcome to the Autism Hang with Pat. As you know, my name is Patrick Anderson. Today is a special video. Today is a Draw My Life video that I have been working on all freaking day. And now I can't make it, I'm making a little book, but I stapled it so it looks like a book. So here it is. Hanging with Pat presents Draw My Life. Story of Patrick Anderson. And you can see here, you may be wondering what my little guy is holding. No, it's not a dick. I seriously was just trying to draw a pencil or a crayon, but it didn't work out. So yeah. So let's start. Just letting you guys know, for some of the pictures, instead of me putting a lot of pictures, I'm just gonna explain it more. So I'll start with when I was just getting started out in the world. Before I was born, sorry, this is my first Draw My Life video, so I'm kind of nervous. Before I was before I was born, my family had already started with my mom, my dad, my dad, my mom, and my sister Tina. And then you can see I do a little calendar. And you can see on June 11th it says Welcome Pat. So down here, I'm sorry. Down here it says after me has my dad, my mom, my sister Tina, and me, little Swan, because I was so little. So because of what I stapled, you can't really see it, but these are my first few years, and this is one of the pages where I more really explain it than I do the pictures, but you'll still get a good gist of it. When I was young, my doctor told me that I was diagnosed with a disease called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which basically says like it's not anything serious, but I have a low bone density, lower than some people, and my puberty rate will go a little slower. So, and then like there are some times where it says like the doctors like Mrs. Anderson, Patrick needs to get his tonsils removed and all that, tonsil adenoids removed, and then it actually did happen to me many times, maybe like a few more than once. And then like every time when I wake up from the surgery, my mom would be like, Patrick, now that you're awake and now that the doctor says it's okay, you can have all the ice cream you want. So that was a bright side to having surgery. So now starting preschool. When I was starting preschool, it was so crazy. The first day, my mom, as you can see, I'm sad. My mom, she's like, okay, Pat, it's time for you to stay here while I go to work. Sorry, I'm trying my best here. And I'm just like, wait, Mom, please don't leave me here. And in preschool, I was kind of bullied by this kid named Brock. I don't know why he bullied me. I kind of always wondered why, but luckily, you'll see in a minute that someone stood up for me because I just didn't know how. So, let me just try to think this. So, here's a picture of me and the kid, the bully of the class. And every day he would take my graham crackers. But one day, this kid named Paul Sparacino, um, I'll explain how I know, like, our relationship now. One day this kid named Paul Sparacino said, like, you know what, Brock, stop bullying him. He's a new kid. He just He's not used to being apart with his mom, so let's give him a break and stop stealing his stuff. So for a while, Brock stopped bullying me because Paul was defending me, and in a way, I kind of owe my life to Paul because I don't know where I would be today if it wasn't for him saving me from the bully. So um, now you can see. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but there's this little section where you can see that Brock has my graham crackers, and Paul says, give me the kid's graham cracker," and Paul actually snatched the graham cracker away from Brock and gave it back to me, which is really nice, and that's how I kind of knew that he was my first best friend. But obviously, like friends, pardon. I know we still talk during school, but we really don't hang out anymore. But from time to time we do. So this is now let's get into starting elementary school. The good thing is my preschool was right next to my it was right next to the elementary school, so really it wasn't like a big huge change. So I'm sorry, let me just. Okay. So it's here we have the first day of kindergarten, and you see here we got me and Paul. We're like, here we are, Paul, in elementary school, and if you know Meadow Elementary, it's one of the local elementary schools in North Carolina, and it's where I've gone for, that's where I went for 6 years. And you can see on the first day of kindergarten, Paul's still there, and on the graduation day, Paul's still there, but he's telling me that his parents are transferring him to Spruce Elementary, which kind of makes me sad. And for a while, I go without having a good friend, but that summer, his mom would call him up, like, "Hey, man, the boys can like play or something." And my mom would be like, "Hey, how would you like to have played it, Paul?" Be like, "Yeah, yeah." So now let's get into elementary school. Elementary school is where I started to meet some new friends, and some friends I still have today, and some friends that they kind of seem more like brothers to me. Like, for example, when I started elementary school, because Paul moved away, well, he didn't move away, but he was transferred to a new school, I was kind of lonely until one day I met this kid named Brandon Smith. He was just a few months younger than me, and he was kind of like just like getting ready to look for some friends, and I guess I was just lucky to be there to fill the hole. And if you're watching this, if you're one of my friends, don't make it into some kind of sexual way when I said that. So, okay, Connor Schultz. So, so here we are. Later in like first grade, Brandon introduced. Well, no, I said second grade. Brandon introduced me to his good friend Zach Euler, which like throughout like elementary school, like we were like the three amigos. We were like the best of friends. I mean, obviously Brandon, Ryan, and Zach more, they are like just a little more best friends than me and Zach, but we're all still good friends today. So in third grade, I think something happened where Brandon, like for 1 year, he was transferred to some Catholic school, and Zach just, I don't know what happened. He just wasn't there. Um, like something happened, and Zach wasn't there. But in third grade, you can be like, I don't like third grade, but the teacher kind of creeps me out. So, but that's because I was transferred into a special education class. I'm not going to reveal why, because for one reason, I don't remember, and two, I just don't want to talk about it. So, now you see, fourth grade. Fourth grade was when I met back up with Brandon and Zach. And they were like, hey, Pat, Tuz, how you doing, man? Like, oh, good. And fourth grade was also where I started to meet a bunch of new friends. For example, you may see the kid right there. His name is Tyler. Tyler Petito. He's kind of a good kid. He's more, I call him Fat Boy because, I mean, I asked him, like, hey, mind if I call you Fat Boy? No, I don't care. Alright. So, once in a while, I'll call him Fat Boy in the hall. So it's girl be like, hey, Fat Boy. So, and, and then, so we get into fifth grade. Fifth grade is when me and Brandon, this is, well, first, fifth grade is when I started to like girls because I'm just like, oh my god, look at them. I mean, like, there's seriously only two girls in our class, and I kind of like had a crush on both of them. But I mean, this day, I don't like, I kind of like, I don't know, went on some kind of hunt for them. But you know, in like middle school, I was like, you know what? I don't stand a chance for now, but I just want to like at least try to be friends with them if I can. So, in fifth grade, I actually had we had one of the best teachers ever. Her name is Mrs. Papin, and she would have the bowl of Jolly Ranchers. She also had this thing called the panic button, which my buddy Brandon and Zach actually both pushed one day. Well, I wasn't there. I had that doctor's appointment, or I wasn't sick. He's like, "Oh my god, it actually does something." So, this video is actually running into, and it's probably not gonna like let me like film it anymore. So, I'm gonna make a separate video for part 2 of this, and to finish it up. So, this is part 1 of Hanging with Pat throughout my life, and part 2 will be in the next video.